All right, guys, another Grand Seiko. I think we're starting to narrow down and focus, hone in on a potential candidate for my... Have I ever bought a Grand Seiko? I don't think I've ever bought a Grand Seiko. This could potentially be one of my first ones in the near future. Maybe not this particular colorway, but I am really liking this configuration. So let's cover that right now. This is the SBGN023. There's a bunch of tags with this one. It's a limited edition, 140th anniversary limited edition. Big thanks to Nick and the crew over at Exquisite Timepieces in Naples, Florida for sending this over so I can check it out and share it with you guys. Retail price on this one is $54.50. So a little bit of a premium, and I'll show you why here in a moment. This is using the quartz caliber 9F86. So 9F86 quartz, a lot of money. But if you don't know, I'm assuming if you're watching this, you already know a little bit about Grand Seiko. The 9F quartz is not your regular quartz movement. So rather than me butcher the explanation of it, I'm just going to provide a link down below. You can click on that, and there's a bunch of information regarding the 9F86, which is the primary used one in the Grand Seiko lineup these days with the GMT function. Definitely in the sport collection, which is what this one would fall under. So case on this, 40 millimeter. The lug to lug is a 46.6. You can see you have drilled lugs, and you have a very angular, yet kind of still not quite cushion case, but it has some angles to it that are going to aid in its wearability and comfort, but it still has these sharp angles up top, so it makes it look a little more masculine, a little more sporty, if you will. The thickness is just over 14 millimeter. You have the sapphire crystal up top, and then this black bezel on here is actually a ceramic bezel. I'm liking that. You know, the automatic one I just videoed has the stainless steel one. That looks amazing, but, you know, if you take a bump with it or something like that, the ceramic one isn't going to show any scratches. It's going to look new, longer. I could go either way with these ones just because I'm so easy on my watches, but this one's just going to be a little more robust, I think, a little more sporty. 20 millimeter lug width here. Bracelet tapers down to 18. And then you have the older style, I think, Grand Seiko clasp that I'm not a huge fan of. It's clean, it looks nice, but we have no micro adjust. We have these half links here so you can dial in the fitment, but there's no adjustability. So I don't know if that's something that can be improved or altered, or, you know, maybe I can put something else on there. I will consider options, and we'll see what it comes out with. The screw down crown here is slightly submerged into the case, but it's a 6.78 millimeter signed screw down crown, so you still have no problem getting at it. You know, it almost looks like, you know, the Squale 1521 where it kind of sinks into the case, but that crown is actually difficult to dig out. This one, no problem. You just do that spinning motion and it comes right out. It's not a challenge at all to get that one out. I did mention this is limited edition. Let's zoom in a little bit. This particular colorway is kind of like a black and gold colorway, and check out that dial. So I think all the dials in this series have that, I don't know what you call it, but that pattern on the dial, and it just adds so much more dimension to the dial. It looks amazing. And then of course you have the split black and gold two-toned chapter ring on the inside. You have your date at the 4 o'clock position. You have all the indices are going to be loomed. And then just that beautiful Grand Seiko finish. Nice deep brushing, and then a sharp transition to the polished edges. And then because this is a limited edition, this is number 573 of 2021 made, this one actually comes with a 18 karat gold yellow medallion set into the screw down case back. So that is a nice touch. That is very cool. The other ones are not going to have that. They're just going to have the standard Grand Seiko case back. Still really nice, but I mean, just a little extra something there is that much nicer, right? Who doesn't like a little bit of yellow gold added into their watch? So price points, like I mentioned, this one's 5400 or 5450 or whatever I said it was. 5450 on the tag. Like the blue, there's a couple other colorways on this one. Those ones are only 4550. So save yourself some money and you can go with that one. You still have basically the 9F86. This one, I think all the movements are going to be the same across the board, not like the first round of Grand Seiko 9F86 GMTs that I handled, where the limited was like super accurate per year. This one's still plus minus 10 seconds per year. Per year. Talk about grab and go quartz. I mean, other than something that syncs up with, you know, your Bluetooth or your radio towers or something, I think I could deal with plus minus 10 seconds per year. I would not have any problems treating that as my go-to grab and go watch. So that is why, if and when I end up with a Grand Seiko, it's probably going to be a 9F quartz movement. Just because of that reason alone. I want something that's going to be versatile, durable, great looking, and just crazy accurate, but not something I have to babysit. I can just grab it and go, and that's where these 9F86 movements are just amazing. Let me pop this on wrist. And again, just like the previous one, it has that Seiko comfort feel, but with a little more weight, which kind of like plays mind games with you and makes you feel like it's more premium, which it is, you know, but it's still stainless steel. It's just a higher grade of finish and care, you know, a lot more handcrafting going on, especially with the movement. But let's kill the lights. I am going to supercharge this one a little bit just because I want to get the full effect. Let's kill the lights and check the lume on this thing. Yeah. I like that it's loomed out everywhere. So we have it on the GMT. We don't have it on the seconds hand, but we have it on the minute, the hour, and then, of course, all the indices minus the 4 o'clock date position. So great job on this one. Again, big thanks to Exquisite Timepieces, Nick and the crew down there. Definitely hit them up if you're looking for a Grand Seiko. Tell them I sent you. I'll see you guys in the next video.